One of the things I love about the Melbourne city is its old school architecture. On my day off from the Australian Open, I love walking the streets and enjoying the breakfast cafes and at the same time marveling at the architecture. Right behind us here is the old school Melbourne baths, where back in the day people used to go and enjoy the swimming pool and have a bath there. And if you look at the architecture of the Melbourne baths, in a contrast to the RMIT building down the back, which is the Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, it's such a treat to enjoy the architecture and the European flavor of this city. Another one of the magical things about Melbourne is the trams. It gives me a very home feel growing up in the city of Calcutta, where we had trams through the city there. Here, right through the CBD of Melbourne, you get to see the architecture, you get to see different restaurants, you get to people watch. It's such a melting pot of culture, and taking the trams through the city lets you enjoy that. We are right in the heart of Melbourne City, and behind me here is Flinders Street train station. The station was built in 1854, and as urban myth has it, was swapped out in the post, which was then the old Victoria terminus, which today is the CST in Mumbai. And what was supposed to be the architecture here now sits in Mumbai, and vice versa. Along the train station is the Yarra River, and all the tram stops, the major ones, are right here. And when I came to play my first Australian Open in 1989, I lived in Glen Waverley with the Woods family. So I used to take the train out to Flinders Street, get off the train and walk parallelly down the Yarra River to the Australian Open Melbourne Park, which is about 200 yards down the road there. This is the first Grand Slam of the year, and in 2020 this year, it's my first stop on the One Last Row tour. Come and enjoy the city with me. I've got to say that some of these graffiti artists are just so relevant and so amazing with their depiction of modern day life. And this one right here with the koala bear and the firefighter's helmet with a heart on it and him spraying out water is obviously for the bushfires that we've been facing here in Melbourne. And this whole street of Graffiti Street depicts what all of Melbourne's history and culture is all about. I love the little saying here that says always was, always will be. And the graffiti artists are just amazing with the way they portray the life in the city of Melbourne.